They also make fun of you if you have a big you have big girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like,
Not over here. Well, congratulations.
Look at Annabelle. She used to run with no shoes, no underwear everywhere.
What?
Sarah's be like, let me take off my clothes. I can't go back home to my wife wet. I was a good girl. I'm just kidding. I'm still a good girl. Why would you make that sound again?
Wrong heads in the cloud, one false swoon. Yo, get your ass laid out. Talking shit, you get punched in the mouth. That's no doubt. We don't fuck around, stay in your lane. We don't play no games.
Are you menopausing or something?
Yeah.
Probably.
You ready?
Are you ready?
I'm
Good?
ready.
Nah,
You ready?
I'm always ready. That's my nickname, Ready.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, bro.
All
Hit
right.
it.
Yo, what it is, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in with another great episode of Wrong Heads in the Clouds. We have, of course, your hosts. We got Cyrus, my boy,
Yep.
your boy Miggy Mac, and then we got a guest / host, Justin. Yes, sir. Say what's
Substitute
up.
guest. Yeah.
So what's up, everybody?
And we have our very lovely
Special
guest right here,
Yes. Annabelle.
Lovely.
Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Bella over here.
Or Bella,
Oh,
aka
okay,
Bella.
How do you say your last name?
Which one? I'm just kidding.
How many last names you have?
Well, because this one is my ex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my ex.
Well,
husband,
your
so
original, your maiden
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
your maiden.
my dad's last name is B-U-A-G, pronounced Buag.
Buag.
But that's actually not their last name.
Uh-huh.
That's our original last name was Gomez.
Gomez.
I
Oh,
know,
really?
Filipino. There's a lot of
Well, they say like Filipino is like the Latin for Asian
Yeah.
people. For like
Yes.
Gomez, really?
yes.
Yeah, you'll sound like a ton of like Ramirez,
Yeah,
Sanchez.
there's
shit
a
like
lot
that.
of Hispanic last
Spanish.
names.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
We were conquered
Okay.
by Spaniards for
Yeah.
too long that we start speaking Spanish too.
You don't speak Spanish, though, right?
A little.
Really?
Because like my native tongue, we actually speak a lot more of the Spanish than the Tagalog.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So we count uno, dos, tres also. It's just like slightly pronunciation different, but almost
Oh,
the
wow.
same. Like uno, dos, tres, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Oh wow,
no
that's
idea.
pretty
Yeah,
cool. I
so
didn't
we
know
also
that.
say 100, we also say 100. So
Yeah.
110, we will say 110. That's how we say it.
Ah, okay.
You know more than me.
You know more than me.
Okay, cool.
So you were originally from
The Philippines.
Philippines. Okay.
Born there.
Born there.
Yes, yes. Philippines is like 3 big islands,
Yeah.
Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So I'm from
Okay.
Mindanao.
No.
It's more, the Luzon is like where the main, the capital city, pretty much like Manila,
Okay.
like so where the big buildings and everything.
Yeah.
So
Corporations and all that.
yes, and Visayas is also, Mindanao is the biggest island actually, but is not more developed compared to the other islands.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
So we have so much jungle in in
Yeah.
our
It
island.
must be beautiful out there, thank you. Right?
It's beautiful. Like growing up from this small village in Mindanao. So I grew up in a small village pretty much that we don't have electricity. So nothing. No electricity at 6 o'clock. That's it. We have to be inside because it's dark. It start getting dark and then
Even now?
yes. No. We have electricity now.
Oh, when you
over
were
there.
younger.
Younger.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh,
but
okay,
there's a
okay.
lot of peoples there,
Yeah.
families that has no electricity
Yeah. Villages.
because they can't afford to
Yeah.
have one.
Oh wow.
So not everyone is privileged to like just the installation and everything will cost them money and
Oh wow.
so
So how long did you grow up out there until you decided to come out here?
you know what? It's almost half of my no, I moved here when I was 23.
Oh wow.
23. So
So
And
young.
you didn't know
go
English,
figure it.
right?
I'm 24 now. I'm just kidding.
You're in your prime. You're in your prime.
Okay.
I've been 24 for the last 24 years. So I'm just kidding. Another huh?
Okay. So what was that transition like? Like when
Yeah.
you first like arrived over here? Like what was What was your
It was,
mindset like?
oh my god, it was very hard. Like I miss my family so bad. Like
Yeah.
I remember one time, like, you know, I have my family already, I have my husband and everything, so I know that I have to start a new life.
Yeah.
But then, like, I'm the only one that pretty much like 99% of my 100% of my family is back home, so it was so hard for me. And we're very close to each other, like we're, you know, like, even though we didn't grow up with a lot of money, but we have like so much love inside our family. Like we were
okay.
very intact, like,
Yeah.
Family
know?
oriented.
yes.
That's cool.
So moving here was, everything was like, it was like so hard for me. I remember one time, like, I will sit outside the garage and like watch plane, like, from my garage, and I'm like, I will like start crying, and I'm like, I wish I'm on that plane back home.
Going
Like,
on.
yeah, like I miss
Homesick.
them.
You're homesick.
Yes, big time. Like it was.
Was
and
it
then-
like the first couple days you were here where you were like, oh, I'm homesick, or it took you a while
No,
to
it
kick
took
in?
me years.
Oh, really?
Actually, to adjust.
Yeah.
Took me
Okay.
years.
Wow.
And I even refused to like to go out. Like, even though like my ex-husband will take me places, like, okay, take me to Vegas, take me to like these beautiful places, like to show me around how beautiful USA. But then I don't even see any beauty in it. Like, I'm just like, no, I miss home. My jungle is still beautiful than this. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, my mind will just like, no.
You're an island girl.
Yes, I am. And like, even if he's gonna like take me to a nice restaurant, like it's not that I don't appreciate it, or like I'm very grateful, but it's not like in my mind, the way how I think, I was like, I'd rather like eat vegetable back home, but I'd rather be
home,
back
yeah.
home eating vegetable with my family than having this nice meal. But then,
Oh, wow.
know.
So when you came over, did you came alone, or you came with like friends, family?
No, I came with my ex-husband.
Oh, okay, okay.
So you met him out there.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
out there, and then
Okay.
he like originally already lived over here, or you guys
Yes.
both decided to move out here?
No, he grows up pretty much. He moves here when he was teenager.
Oh, okay, okay.
So-
Oh, so he was already here for
Yeah,
a
he
long
was
time.
already
Okay.
here.
How'd you
Oh,
meet
wow.
him?
Secret. I'm just kidding. I was a mail order bride.
Okay.
Look at his face. Okay. Shit.
Okay, cool.
Can I order one?
Oh, wow.
Look at him. He was like, oh, okay.
So how long did you guys go out before you decided like, oh, I'm gonna move in with him and go leave
No, well,
my
I
country?
the truth is that I got pregnant right away
Oh.
with his baby. So I was like,
Okay.
you know what? This is a green card. Holy cow.
Hey, someone finally admitted
Hey,
it.
yeah, exactly. Hey, man,
Finally
be
admitted
real,
it.
man. We're
No,
real on
no,
this podcast.
no,
I'm just
actually
kidding.
not.
I'm just kidding.
No, he was looking for a wife too when he went back home.
Okay.
He's Filipino, so
Oh,
Were you
okay,
looking
okay.
for a husband?
I wasn't. I wasn't. It's just.
Oh, no?
No. I got
Green
pregnant,
card.
so and I was young, so I didn't really know what I was doing, to be honest.
How old were you?
Married.
Married and a kid, both.
No, 20. No, you know what? I actually moved here like 22, not 23. 22, because my
Okay.
baby was like 1 year or something. Because I had my baby when I was like 20.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then the papers and everything, you can't
Yeah.
just come here like right away. It took us a while.
Where did you move to?
Where?
Yeah, where
once
did
you
move
came
when
out
you
here?
came over here?
Here, Palmdale, California.
I'm down.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Bougie.
Stop.
And now that you're staying out here, like, how do you like? Have you like? I know you said you adjusted, but like, have you really adjusted in the sense where you still get those moments where you're like, oh, I want to go back home. I don't.
No,
wanna be here.
I still want to go back home, but I've been here for almost 20 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's like thinking, okay, this lady is
Yeah, we're doing-
old.
We're doing the math.
This man-
He's doing his math right now.
Siri, what is not just kidding.
So at the beginning, I will always like, every time I go back home, I miss home so much. So I was like so happy when I go back home. And then like towards that, like when you live here for that long, you start like adapting like the being in here, like how
Yeah.
everything is fast. Like say for example,
Oh, yeah.
just say for example, like I will go back home and I will be like in a grocery store, and then they're slow. Like here was like fast. Everything is fast.
Yeah.
Over there they're like so slow, and I was like, oh my god.
Like, I
Can
want to
you
go
hurry
already.
up already? Like those are like the examples
Really?
back home. And then also like another thing, I know I love my family. I love the whole village pretty much. But sometimes, well, when my parents were alive, not because I do a lot of like charity back home. So
Oh,
I
wow.
help out a lot of
Well, that's cool,
I
yeah.
help a lot of like people back home. But also like even with just our family members, like before when my parents were alive, when my dad, especially when my dad was alive, not everyone can just go straight up to me and ask for help because my dad will filter it pretty much like who really needs the help. Like
Yeah.
my dad will talk to me for them pretty much like, okay,
Yeah.
this person, you need to help them. You need to pay for their hospital bill because, you know, like my dad will pretty much
Really?
filter that. And then when my dad left 2015, it was harder for me because pretty much everyone will just take advantage to just like go straight. Like, because my mom she's strong, but not as strict as my dad and strong as my dad.
Yeah.
So my mom, they will like use my mom to be their lawyer pretty much, so they can like ask money from me or
Yeah.
you know like some
take
of it
advantage
is,
of you type
yes,
thing.
some of it is
Wow.
not. It doesn't even it's not really necessary or something like
Yeah.
it's just because they think back home a lot of your family think that you're an ATM when you're in America pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look at
Unlimited
you
money.
as a dollar sign everywhere.
Yeah.
So they think that you just grab a broom and
Swipe.
sweep that money on the floor.
You have sisters, brothers?
I chew. I
How
came
many?
from an 11.
11.
I have.
Wow.
Yes. Well, what do you expect? They don't have television back home.
What else?
They don't have electricity.
Yeah, they don't have electricity, and it's always dark at night.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't have
What
lights
else
or
are you gonna do?
anything. Exactly. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna,
Wow.
as much as they want to play cards, but they can't because there's no light.
Yeah, yeah. Where do you stand? Like, are you like in the middle, the youngest?
I have two more younger than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so every
Oh,
time
wow.
I remember, I always tell my dad, "Why did you have so many kids?" Like, and my dad would be like, "Well, see, if I stop at 5, then we won't have you. Then we will never experience."
Yeah, yeah.
Smart guy. Smart
Yeah.
guy.
Smart man thinking ahead of time. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm
okay.
talking
But-
too much. Go ahead, your
No,
turn to talk.
No.
What do you
No,
want?
no, no. He's a host. You're good.
He's-
You're good.
yeah.
He's good. It's all about you today. This
Ah,
is
no,
your
it's a-
episode. This
oh.
is your episode.
I feel
So
so special.
none of your sisters, brothers ever wanted to come out here?
No, none of them.
Oh, so all of them still live out there. Sorry to
Yes,
interrupt.
I have right now. I mean, because I know one sister passed, but I have 5 sisters and 4 brothers at home. It's a lot. They've been busy.
Do you guys keep connect very like? Is your
Yes,
connection very strong?
We're very
Family oriented.
family oriented. Yeah,
That's
pretty
so
much.
cool. That's
Everything,
good.
everybody.
I'm happy
It's
for
pretty
you.
much like I always say like, because like my kids, they always like, "Mom, why you always?" Because I always send money back home, and I always like have these boxes back
Yeah.
for back home. And my friends, they were like, "You will never get rich because you always send back home." Like they always just. I was like, "Well, that's not my goal anyway."
Yeah.
To have.
Yeah, money comes
I-
and goes, but family's forever.
I
Yeah.
said it's not my goal to have $1 million in my savings, but then my brother is starving or my nieces are
Yeah.
starving or like.
That humble
That's a-
mentality.
that's-
Yeah,
that's a better
That's
feeling.
beautiful, man. I love that.
Yeah,
That's-
I was like,
that's so
what would you
cool.
do with that money? Like,
Yeah.
but then how can you sleep at night? Close your eyes. I'm just kidding. No. How can you sleep at night thinking having all this money in your account, but then you're
You know, your people are
Brother.
starving.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Would you ever move back? Forever?
no,
No.
not
Retire?
No, huh?
Retire
Yeah,
over there?
after retirement? No.
Because I have my kids here, and I am a single mom, so they look up for me pretty much. Like,
Okay.
I have to like, who's gonna watch them too?
Take them with
Yeah.
you.
That's the thing, because I know my kids, like, they're not really, so I don't think they want to move back. My eldest probably,
Okay.
but the other 2, they're very
American.
Americanized.
Yeah, they're
I
used
would
to it.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very used to it already,
Okay.
so it
What
would
was-
be harder for them.
What was one major thing you had to get accustomed to that was very different here than where you came from? What was like one thing where it was like, dang, it's so different.
Like
it's
a
kind of hard
challenge?
to adapt to. Yeah.
Like a challenge?
Yeah, maybe like let's just say maybe like you said, the grocery store, it was moving quick. Like, was that one thing that you had trouble kind of fitting in? Was everything was moving faster?
No,
Or
it
like-
was it wasn't actually, because I came from the country that's really everything is like kind of hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you come here, they make things easy for you.
Yeah.
Like,
So
they
it's kind of hard to
spoil
adapt.
you.
Yeah.
So
they had adapt to her. That's what she's saying.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
okay.
so
I see
the
what you're
only
saying.
the only thing that it was hard for me sometimes, it was like I don't understand, like sometimes like the family thing. I think like back home we're just more, I didn't understand at the beginning when they said, oh yeah, my daughter, she's 18 now, so I'm gonna kick her out. And I was like, oh my
okay.
God, why would you do that to you?
Yeah, I would never do that type deal.
Yeah, because back home we will not do that. Like we don't do that.
Yeah.
Like we don't. So
That was one thing that caught you by surprise. Like, oh my goodness,
yeah,
they
like
do that here.
what
yeah.
kind of like our culture pretty much like okay, they have different culture. I didn't know that they can kick their kids out from their home.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, but that's just their culture. Like
Yeah.
that's how they are. Like it's not like they're a bad person because
Yeah.
they're kicking their kids
It's
out
just
from
how
their
they do
home.
it here, yeah.
Yes, it's just. But then at the beginning, I didn't understand it. I was like, oh my God, what kind of parent are you? Like, why are you kicking your kid out?
How do I say it? Like we were talking about earlier, the cultures. Like
The culture difference, like, oh, like,
Yeah.
are you talking about like what question? Are you trying to
Traditional?
get? Traditional?
no, so like which culture would you say is more like nicer? Which culture do you prefer? American?
I mean, no,
or-
I love my culture. I
Yeah.
will
Oh, she lives in
stay.
culture.
Well,
I
no,
will
no,
stay
like,
with
as
my
far as,
culture.
like,
So what are you trying
Americans are rude. You know what I mean?
Oh, like
Americans are
they're
rude.
entitled versus
Yeah.
like
No,
how
I
they
wouldn't
are
say
humbled.
they're rude and entitled, but they're just. I think they're more of like because they didn't grow up in a way that they have to like hardship, like struggle, like how like
It's
Yes.
different here. Our
It's
struggle is very different from there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
I think they will probably understand it if because they have like a lot of also of like people here. They didn't really see what's the other third world country it looks
Yeah.
like. What
Yeah.
Philippines? What when it's called poor in the Philippines? What is really poor? When they say it here,
That's true.
that they're poor.
It's a different
in the
level.
Philippines. Even though you're poor over here, but in the Philippines you're still rich for them. Like
Yeah.
you know,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
like one example, like I have a friend that said like, oh, that growing up over here that they were really poor. He said, oh, we're really poor growing up, like my parents were really poor. We always eat ramen. We almost eat ramen almost every day because we're really poor. And in
Yeah.
my head I was like, back home if you have ramen, like in my village, if you're able to afford to buy a ramen, to get a ramen, that's still a luxury for us. Like
Yeah.
Oh wow.
yeah, like so like it's totally different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like wow,
And
that's
you,
crazy.
and you hear a lot of Americans say like they're poor and broke, but like they still have a house. They're
yeah, they're
Yeah.
still living at home.
Electricity.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
and they're still able to.
Yeah.
Okay, so over here,
Mm-hmm.
when you say like, oh yeah, we're poor, like we've been eating just $1 McDonald's, like
Yeah.
you know.
Over there, it's
What's
like,
But
McDonald's.
over there, McDonald's is only for rich people, pretty much.
Yeah.
Only for movie stars, politicians, rich politicians,
Is it
or if
still-
it's your birthday, you get lucky, then yeah.
Yeah. Is it still cheaper out there though? McDonald's, like say like $2 or something.
It's almost. I think it's almost the same. But we have McDonald's, but we also serve rice in our McDonald's. All right.
What the hell?
even-
No, it's
the
true.
cultural thing, dude. Everybody serves it very
Right.
differently. Okay. So I'm pretty sure a lot, but is there anything major that you notice a lot has changed since you were a kid, since you've been back there? So every time you go back, is it always like
Oh,
something
yeah.
different? Like anything significantly changed?
In my village or
Yeah.
just the city in the Philippines in general.
Let's say both. Let's do your village first. I would say.
Well, our village has running water now. Like
Oh, nice. See, there
because
you go.
before, like, so we don't have drinking water.
Yeah.
So we drink from the river pretty much growing up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we drink from the river.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then we drink the water, drinking water that we bring inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get it from the top of the river. You know, people be doing laundry or doing
Oh,
some
yeah, at the bottom,
nasty
yeah.
thing on the bottom. So we have to go up to like to
grab.
we're gonna bring a container to
Okay.
put a water. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
No, you're fine.
To put a water and
Tilt it back a little bit, like
like that.
yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I'm being soft, okay? So so growing up, so my cousin and I remember my cousin and I and my brother, we used to go up the mountain like
Yeah.
to get the water.
Yeah.
But you're walking uphill pretty much. So it was it was hard to go walk uphill, but then it's harder to carry that container of water
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember when I was a kid and I will like roll down with the water.
Spilt it.
Oh wow.
I will go roll down with the water, and I get to the bottom, and my container is empty, so I have to go back again.
damn.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like, I will be crying, and I was like, I can't go home without water. I get beat up. Yeah, I will get beat up. Like it's normal to get beat up
Yeah.
back home.
There was
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
no like whales, like
No,
like,
no, no, no. We
cranking?
just like literally like it's
Filled it up
Yeah,
from
we
the
filled it
river.
up from the river, and
Damn.
so we go down. So in my head, I was like, the first thing I will do, like like one day I said, one day I'm gonna bring this water down. So
Yeah.
and I did. I remember my very first paycheck here in America. I sent it back to my dad
Yeah.
to build what do you call it?
Like a water system.
Yes, from the top, and then to bring it down.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations!
way.
That's so badass.
And
That's cool.
yes, and
Congratulations.
that was literally like 18 years ago. My very first paycheck in Panda
Yeah.
Express. I used to work in Panda Express. My
Wow.
very first
Wait, wait.
paycheck.
Dude, that's
Why
so
Panda?
badass.
Huh?
Why
That was the
Panda?
only place that will
They
take
would
me.
take-
I
knew
have
it.
no experience.
But why did it have to be pant?
And also it was closer to our house, so I can walk to
Oh,
like
okay.
just
Walk
get a
to work,
part time.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was to get a part time so I can send money back to my to my family back home.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so that one. So yeah, we have a water now in there, and
Thanks to you.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
cool.
I go back, I
So,
was like, that's my water.
so back home, are you really like in the sense like well known in the sense where they're
Yes.
like, oh my goodness?
I would say
like-
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Like he saw it like every Christmas. I do like a big,
Like a fundraiser.
yes,
charity?
back home
Oh, wow.
to like so everyone can have a nice Christmas dinner.
That's
Because
so
I
cool.
know growing up we also don't have that. Like we don't even know that it's Christmas. We just know it's Christmas, but we don't really like because
Experience it like
yes,
that.
because I don't
Yeah.
even know that there's Santa or anything. You have a little. My mom will make a little chow mein, and we're happy already if there's we have chow mein,
That's
and
cool.
if there's rice, because we normally eat potatoes and bananas. So
Okay.
It was pretty successful last year, no?
last
The
year,
charity,
yes, it was
yeah.
very successful. I used to do it just myself,
Yeah.
but then I will only like able to afford like few family because I on top of my family, like I have a big family. And I will able to like my dad before will just like make a whole big food for Christmas and invite every like whoever can come
Oh wow.
before, and then but then I start like thinking like every Christmas like I have friends, my kids' godparents or family, their family over here will ask like, okay, what can we give to your kids, what can we buy you for Christmas? So like even my friends, so I always like I tell them like I will still give you guys your kids gifts, like whatever you guys want to give to my kids or to me, to whatever, just donate here because
Yeah.
we have plenty over here.
Oh
Like
wow.
when it comes to that, like I just want the people back home to have at least a nice Christmas dinner, every single family. So
Yeah.
When did you start doing all that? Oh, like you said, once you got your first check, that's
Yeah,
when you really started, right?
I start the GoFundMe for Christmas for the village every December. I started it 2019.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
during the pandemic too.
COVID.
Like after that one.
Did it affect them pretty hard out there? COVID?
No, because they're in the jungle. They don't. Some of the
Yeah.
people doesn't even know
They
that.
didn't even start out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, like there's really no such thing as like 6 feet. They're in the jungle, like they're like mile away from each other, so they can't really. Yeah, it didn't
Yeah.
affect them. Oh, it did. Some of the people that was working in the city.
Oh, okay.
So that was pretty much it.
People traveling.
Yeah,
out.
but
Yeah.
their source of income is in the lake, fishing and farming. So.
Yeah.
How often do you see yourself going back in the sense of like throughout the year? Do you go like all the time, or is it like
No, when my parents were alive, it was also harder when I was still married because my kids were little, and it's not cheap to go back home.
oh no?
So that time I was married, and then the kids were little. They're more like money wise, we're not really like don't have a lot of money to just go back home because
Yeah.
every time we go home it will cost us at least just for the plane ticket with the kids and everybody, that will cost like at least $10,000 for
Damn.
the
Wow.
plane ticket, because not just we land to the mainland, we have to take plane from the mainland to my island, and then from there we have to take another transportation to the village, so it was harder. So I remember when I went back home 2018, it took me 45 hours before I made it to my village.
Wow,
Damn.
45?
45 hours because of the
Damn.
layovers and
Damn.
so
Wow.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
I'm thinking
45.
like people complain about 2-hour drives.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Exactly.
45.
sitting on the
Jeez.
plane for like almost a whole day, 24
yeah.
hours.
Damn.
I know a little something about that.
Yeah, for sure.
I think my furthest plane was like 16 hours. That's not even half of that. Jesus.
Where did you go?
When I was overseas in the military.
Mm.
Yeah, Japan.
So with you, do you have like do you have an organization? Like, do you have a team now?
No,
that you do this?
just
It's
my
still
family.
by yourself? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just my family pretty much that is doing it.
Yeah.
Because it's not really like I send money back home every month or every other week actually. And I will send those boxes but it's still like my family that organized the whole thing back home.
Yeah.
Because it's not really a big town, it's a small town.
Yeah, yeah.
I know none of them want to live out here, but if any of them try to like travel out here, see your life.
No, not really. My mom did actually.
Okay.
She hated it.
Oh,
Really?
She
Why?
was crying every single day.
Oh, wow.
So she only lasted 1 month. She even abandoned her green card right away. She was like, no, I don't want that.
What?
Yeah.
No
I was like,
way.
Mama, do you understand a lot of people will pay millions of money to have this green card? Because it's true. Like back home, like
Yeah.
people literally like sold all their land and
Yeah.
houses and just so they can come here.
Yeah.
And then my mom was like, no, I'd rather be in the jungle than be here.
What was it?
She said, there's too many cars.
That was her
but,
thing.
but
Oh,
California's
that's
no
funny.
like we're bad at driving. You know?
Oh, yeah, for
Naturally.
sure. I don't blame her for that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Dang.
So talk about like your businesses and stuff you have going on.
Well, yeah, I hustle a little. Yeah, I hustle a little.
You have a little. What does that mean? What do
Well,
you got?
So, 'cause-
Guy, bro.
I'm just here. I'm just
He's like the sound
I'm the
guy.
guy. I'm like the
you're
guy.
like the sound, man.
Ha!
Okay.
He's doing ad libs, dude.
Yeah, he's doing his thing over there, man. I fucks with it.
Yeah. No, I started like an Airbnb back over here, but we called it villa back home. So it was actually my sister. She started it 2020, and she brought me to. It's like, hey, you wanna like have
Some property. Type
yes. At the beginning, they were also just an agent, so they get the idea from doing like Airbnbs pretty much.
Yeah.
So we started with one, and so far right now, she has. Oh, we all have a total like 17.
Damn.
Yeah, look at.
Fuck.
I didn't even know that
Yeah.
shit.
It's called Sky Private Villa.
Shout out.
Hey, shout out. Shout out.
Sky Private Villa.
Wow.
And we also started a skincare line,
Okay.
which is a whitening skincare product because back home everything is whitening.
Okay.
So I can't really I cannot really model it because I'm brown. So yeah, no
I'm wearing it. No, just kidding.
He's wearing
No.
it right now.
I'm wearing
so
it right now.
yeah, Asian we want to be white.
Yeah.
Because we want to be white for some reason. I don't know why, but guys also like ladies that has a light skin.
That's not always true.
Well, no, back
But
home.
she's saying what she's
Oh, back
doing.
home? Oh, that
Back
makes
home.
sense.
So
Yeah,
Filipinos,
like I can vouch for that.
no Filipino men likes. I would say
Light
most
skin.
of them light skin.
Yeah, fair complexion.
So like they're opposite. Like they like opposite things. So like I told growing up, nobody will like me at all in high school. Like I couldn't get a guy, a man, a boy, a
And,
man.
and then you
whatever.
came here.
I couldn't. Like I have a crush, and I wouldn't even like. They won't even like look at me or whatsoever because I was dark. Like I was dark and
Dark light, man. Beautiful. If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. Yeah.
I
That's
was.
it. That's
I
it.
was dark and I remember like in high school they always make fun. Like they also make fun of you if you have a big you have big girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like I
Not over
remember-
here. Well, congratulations.
Not over here.
So I remember in high school, I was part of a track and field in high school, right? So I was actually like I was one of the fastest runners.
You're getting sucked up.
Yes, I was actually one of the fastest like runner.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, growing up. I mean, in high school, I used to compete a lot, like regional, like all
Yeah.
this, like that. But and also I was a high jumper and a long jumper.
Me too.
I had so many medals and that. Like I can jump high.
Elementary school.
I was like, how did
Elementary
that
school.
happen?
So,
Elementary school.
but then it's like it traumatized me, like
Yeah.
running, because I will hear them guys like, oh my God, here's the earthquake, look at her boobies, like it's like an earthquake coming, like
Man, I would have been like Googling. I would have seen that
Yeah.
shit like, huh?
Way different
What?
culture.
I get so like, and I will hear guys like, oh my God, look at her boobs, ooh,
Yeah.
like, because
Really?
like I will run and it will like, because you know, like I don't
Yeah.
really have like a nice sports bra support that you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I will hear these guys and I will like start like I get so upset and I was like, oh my God, I hated my boobs. Like I hate it. Like I will like tell my cousin, I was like, oh my God, I fucking hate this in front of me. I hate it because of that comment that I will
Yeah.
hear from guys,
That's a
from
trip.
these boys,
Yeah, very different.
like from
Yeah.
these high school boys.
Yeah. Damn.
That just blows my mind.
And then so once you came out here, so I guess you could say the dating scene, like, is it very much different?
Yes, it
compared-
was different. But there's a funny
God.
story too. When I got here, and I still remember this. I went to CVS. It was like my first week. Well, my ex-husband didn't tell me anything also about like, the things here that is different back
Yeah.
home.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
He told me some stuff, but not this one. So I still remember I went to CVS and I was like looking for a whitening lotion because
Yeah.
that's what you see in the Philippines. Whitening lotion, everything is whitening. So I was looking in the back and I don't see anything.
yeah.
And there's like a line on cashier, right? And I was like, excuse me, where can I find your whitening lotion? I feel
like-
so dumb.
was like, that's
And
not a-
everybody, and everybody like on the line look at me like, what?
What is she talking about?
Yeah, and I was like, and the cashier was like, what are you looking? It's like, I'm looking for your whitening lotion. Like, I only say tanning lotion.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the whitening lotion. She was like, we don't sell those here.
That Michael Jackson lotion.
Oh,
That Michael Jackson lotion.
but, but yeah, like those are
So-
one of the experience.
How long like did that take you to be like, oh, like I like my tan skin? You know what I mean?
A while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a while. Like I will go to the beach, but I will have hat. I will have
Covered up.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, you're self-conscious about it.
Yes. Yeah, because I don't want to be dark, so I cover myself. I don't want to go out in the sun and
How long? I don't know if you guys already asked that, but like, how long did it take you to kind of over?
I just asked that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
If
never
you
mind.
would've
Yeah,
been
a
here.
while.
Yeah.
It took me a while.
Oh yeah.
I would say like years.
Really?
But then I start getting dark. But then every time I go back home too, they will make fun of me. Like, are you sure you're from America? People in Americas are white. And then why are you so dark?
Hey,
That's fucked up. Sorry for laughing, but fuck, dude, that's
Yeah,
fucked
even
up.
my daughter experienced this. My eldest
Really?
daughter. So 2015, we went back home. I took all the kids with me because that was when my dad was sick. So I told my daughter, because we're gonna be there for like 6 weeks.
yeah.
So I told her I remember she was on 6th grade, I think, 6th grade that time, 6th grade, and I told her that because the high school is in front of her house in the village. So I told her,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, and also because obviously I know all the teachers in there and like even the mayor and everybody, like I will
Yeah.
have a dinner with the mayor when I go back home, like
Jeez.
stuff like that.
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, yeah, okay.
Probably not kidding.
No,
Yeah.
no, but yeah, no, I will have them. Yeah, they will
Yeah.
thank me. Like
Yeah.
they always like very grateful about
Okay.
the things that I also do for our village. Like
Yeah.
like help out whatever I can, because I will donate like computers and stuff like back home.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So, so I told her, it's like, hey, just go to the high school. Like, even though you're still in middle school, elementary, just go to high school.
Yeah.
So experience it. She's like, okay. So she started going to the school, and she was like, mommy, the girls here are so mean. I was like, what are you talking about? They're making fun of my skin. They won't believe that I am from America because
Oh shit.
she said apparently one girl told her like, I don't believe you that you're from America because your skin, I'm lighter than you and I'm from the village.
Oh shit.
And then
You can't win.
That's and I was gonna
You
say,
can't win.
your own
and
people,
this is
man.
what exactly she said. She told her, it's like, yeah, no, I'm from America. She said, you know over there, the people that's really white are poor.
Damn.
Because they cannot afford to go to tanning salon.
Damn.
And and also like a lot of people think they're not pretty if they're white. But this is like she was young.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
she was like, yeah, so yeah, no, I am actually from America, and my color is beautiful over there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, for
Respect
sure.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
respect. Exactly.
How's the like education system difference?
Different, like the
Yeah.
quality is totally different.
Yeah.
Because my daughter that was in elementary that time, she can, well, yeah, compared to all like
Yeah.
for the high schools already or the seniors. Or,
Yeah, not to be disrespectful because I just don't know, but how she's in middle school, but going over to their high school, was she like smarter than them?
Oh,
I'm just-
yeah, way smarter.
yeah. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, way smarter. Like, and also maybe it's just an advantage that no, the education here is way
Different.
like I would say 100 times better compared to our jungle. I mean, in
Yeah.
the village, but in the main city, like in the big island, the big city.
Yeah.
No, the quality is different than just the one in the jungle, because they also probably sent just
Yeah.
Whatever was left over. just-
teachers. No,
Did you ever see yourself becoming the one to kind of like help your village as strong as you're helping them now? Like, did you ever
yes.
see yourself? Oh yeah.
I
you see-
actually, I was, that's actually one of my, like, one day, if I have, like, extra money or a lot of money or something, like, I will really build, like, I will build a playground for the kids. Like,
was it
an
when you were
actual
a kid,
park.
or like once you got older, like until like your early 20s or like your teen years?
Oh yeah.
Was it like you were a kid thinking like that, or was it like until you got older where you're like, okay, now I'm becoming an adult. I want to do this for my people.
Yes, no, like, well, from the beginning that I moved, pretty much like I move out from my village.
Yeah.
I already like start thinking like I want to help my village back. I want to help my family
Oh,
back.
okay.
So it was already in the back of my head the whole time. So
Yeah.
that's why every time over here, even though I was struggling or something financially, whatever, I will still like able to like give them a little money, like
Yeah.
save for them to help. But then I already have a lot of people who was asking me, hey, you want to run for a mayor here? Or, hey, I'm like, no, like, I can still help them in my own way.
Yeah.
Not to be in a political,
Yeah.
not to,
Stance
you
over
don't
there,
have
yeah.
to be a politician or whatsoever. You can still help in
To
your
have
own
an
way.
impact on your
And
village.
then has what you've been doing motivated anybody else in your
Yes.
village? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So they
That's
actually
badass.
use my name as an example. Look at Annabelle. She used to run with no shoes, no underwear everywhere.
What?
It's true because, okay, so
You're
we
running.
are, well, it's,
different, man.
in
I'm
the
gonna go
Philippines,
there.
no, this is, you were, like my daughter, she always say like, Mom, your village looks like the one I see in National Geographic Channel.
Oh wow. Oh shit. Okay.
No, it's true because like
Yeah.
kids still running around like no clothes on, no flip flops, no
But like
anything.
naked.
Naked, yeah, like kids. Like I
Whoa.
still remember I was already in like we were gonna graduate elementary, my
Yeah.
cousins, and there's no malice pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So I still remember like my cousins, we were all like my friends in the village. I was already on like I was gonna graduate elementary already, but we're still gonna go like jump in the river, like all of us naked.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to take off our clothes and dip because we can't go home wet.
Yeah.
Our parents will beat us up if they know that we will be like,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're gonna take off everything and we all like just but no malice, like nothing.
Yeah.
Like we're very like not.
That's crazy. You like judge each other's skin, but not
Yeah.
being naked.
Well, we're not really
That was normal,
exposed
yeah.
of like also like a
Yeah.
lot of like stuff like that because we weren't. I can't even remember the very first time I watched TV.
Huh.
I think I was in high school already when I saw my very first TV, and I was like, "Oh my God, how did the people get in there?"
Do you think that could be accepted here? People running around jumping naked and stuff.
No,
'Cause it's not
no,
normal for us.
you guys here are very sensitive,
Yeah.
That's true.
Compared, yeah.
That's true.
so sensitive.
But you know what? As a kid, like at least in the family I grew up, they weren't like really sensitive to that. Like there'll be kids out there running around with no t-shirt type deal. Like,
That's
but
a
yeah, it's
t-shirt.
but what I'm saying is, yeah, it's like it depends on how your upbringing is. But that's
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
true.
trip. Yeah, we're sensitive. compared
If
to
you
that.
saw that now, would you be like, I'm gonna call the police. There's a naked person running
No,
around.
no. But it makes me feel awkward. Like it's like, oh my god. Say for example, like even just my so my my friends or like my sister-in-laws when I go back home, and they walk around like really thin top, but then no bras or anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you walking around on the street like that? Like we don't, you know, like really thin top,
material
like no bra,
t-shirts,
like
yeah.
nothing. But over there is like it's fine, like it's
fine.
no malice pretty much, like it's not.
I mean,
like
it's
that.
fine over here too. Like
Hey, go ahead and do it.
it's fine.
Go
here.
ahead, it's fine. It's okay right here. Look at Citrus, man. Oh, he's doing his thing, man.
He was like, yeah, we can recreate that jumping on the river.
I just,
yes, please.
Cyrus be like, let me take off my clothes. I can't go back home to my wife wet. Like she can't be. She doesn't have to know that I actually did. Like, I better not get this clothes wet.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
I'm editing that.
Another cup, please.
That's getting cut. No, no.
Yo, there it is. There it is. There's
Cut it
the
out. Cut it out.
Man, that's a trip.
That's funny, dude.
One of the questions I had was, one, do you see a major difference in women with husbands? The way the husbands and the wives treat each other over there versus over here?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, what's one big, like, for sure?
Well,
They see a difference.
well, Filipino men, they're very
Like,
they're
this is
ver-
my house type deal. Like,
yes,
bossy. Like,
that
not
is
bossy,
funny.
but like,
They're also very jealous.
oh, okay.
So they're very territorial.
Okay.
Okay. Wait,
This
here
is
or
mine.
over there?
Over there.
Okay.
So pretty much is like,
That's
Don't they have more than one wife?
no, that's Muslims.
That would have been cool too. That's great. But
But yeah, no, Filipino, I would say most of the Filipino, they're very they're very judgmental.
okay.
okay.
When it comes also to like, say for instance me, because if I go back home and I am a single mom, and especially if I'm a little thick, I will it's probably hard for me to find a date just being a single mom. It's like a big thing for them, like
Yeah. Okay.
back home, like, oh yeah, no, she's not a virgin anymore, no, you can't be with her, like that.
Oh, wow.
So like, you know, why are you even marrying her? She has a kid already.
Yeah.
Like your value as a woman is less
Over there.
when you have kids
Do
already.
you,
Wow,
do you
that's-
believe? Maybe not as much, but do you think that's still a thing here?
No,
No, not at
because
all?
I never see any like, not.
So you
But-
never had like trouble with men like coming up to you here, like talking to
That
you
I
like
have
that?
a
Yeah,
But
that
I
you
mean-
have a
because
kid,
I
yeah.
have kids.
But I mean,
No.
relationship wise, hooking up's different.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Relationship-wise.
Relationship
Yes.
wise.
No. Well, probably it depends also what kind of a mother you are.
Okay.
Because I know I have some friends also, and then I also see this. Like I know that some men be like, some of my friends be like, oh no, I can't be with her because she's a terrible mother. Like,
Oh wow.
To you?
no, not to me,
Oh,
but
okay,
like
okay.
my
Oh, I was
friends
about to
telling
say,
me
yeah.
like she has kids already, but
Yeah.
she's not a good mother, so I don't want to be with her anymore. Because imagine if I will have a child with her too, the way how she treat her
okay.
own
Yeah.
her kids, like like
Yeah.
that's probably the only reason why they don't want to be with a woman that has kids already
Yeah.
or something, or like some men would think like that,
Yeah.
but not because just because she has a child. Yeah, no, I don't want to be with her.
Yeah. Do you prefer like a younger or older guy
Older,
as far as relationship?
yes, relationship, yes.
Okay.
But like, if there's a young guy will hit on me, yeah, I don't mind.
For
But
sure.
relationship, no.
You wouldn't want to be with a younger guy relationship wise?
No. It's every woman is different.
It's like a maturity thing, right?
Yes.
I'm guessing.
With
Yeah.
me, it's just I have trust issues with
Okay.
guys, so
With you.
that's
Yeah.
probably where I'm coming from.
Okay.
And I always think that in my head, the way how I probably just overthink about it or something, or maybe because I didn't find, maybe who knows? They said love will just like hit you like that, like it doesn't matter what age or what the person looks like or something. Love is love, and you will just fall in love with this person no matter how young or old this person is, right? Maybe I am just didn't hit that kind of feeling. But for me, I always think that if I will have a young relationship, young guy, it's like a headache in the future.
Oh, okay, I see.
You know,
because they
like-
still got they have to grow
Yes.
themselves maturity.
See, for instance, like right now, I'm 40, and if I'll be with a 30-year-old one,
you're 40.
yeah. So if I'm gonna be with,
I'm sorry, I really thought you were like in your 30s, like early
No.
30s.
Bro,
Thank you,
she
no.
said
you
she
look-
came at 22, 20
Oh,
years
duh,
later.
yeah, the math. I'm sorry, I'm not good at math. I should have never graduated. But go ahead, sorry.
American.
but you know, the way I think about it, like this is how I think, and I probably just overthink this because I have trust issues with men.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm 40, and in 10 years from now, okay, I'm dating a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
In 10 years from now, he's only 40 and I'm 50, and what if he's gonna find someone like younger than me?
Yeah.
And with me say that because I've seen that happen with my friends, and
Yeah.
I've seen that, like see that happen, like not with my close friends, and you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I don't want that to happen to me too. Like,
So you already have like a whole, because you learn from their mistakes, or not
Yes.
mistakes, but their life choices. And
but
stuff.
I know they were like, oh no, but it's fun right now or something. I'm like, yeah, fun right now, headache later or what?
So what's the youngest you would go?
I don't know. He has to be like only like maybe like couple years younger than me, but my maturity level is way higher than me.
But that's dating, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What about non-dating?
Oh my, I don't care. I'm just kidding. I don't care.
Cut it.
As long
No.
as he's just kidding.
As long as you what?
As long as he's
Legal.
of age, I guess.
Legal age. I'm just kidding. No.
18,
no.
gentlemen.
No,
Well,
no.
no, what's the youngest?
Why you have to drink like that?
I'm just drinking. What are you
You're like,
talking
look at
about?
me like.
I'm just drinking.
But it's
I
none of
never
my
really.
business.
Honest answer is that I never thought of that,
No?
because you know, looks can be deceiving. I would think that
That's
they're
true.
younger, but
That's
they're
true.
actually older, or maybe I think that they're older, but they're actually
Yeah.
younger. So it really depends.
Yeah.
I can't really put an age thing in that, because if you look like 18 years old, but then your ID actually says you're 32, then I'm like, oh snap.
Yeah,
Okay, I guess.
Changes everything. Yeah.
But you be... You're talking to a 26-year-old guy, but he's looking like 18, 16. I mean...
Why you had to put my? I
What?
wasn't talking to. I wasn't talking.
No, I'm not talking about me.
No. I'm talking about your French guy.
Oh, now we're gonna talk about the French guy. Oh my god, are you
Oh, wow.
listening? I'm just kidding. I wasn't talking to him. That's different.
What were you doing with him?
What I was doing, they were just there. We were having fun. There's no anything after. We're just having fun.
Okay,
Okay.
you doing you.
I was just also like under the influence of cranberry juice.
What? This is not allegedly. Allegedly. All right. So, when it comes to like having fun, do you prefer the younger men or the older men? When it comes to having
Come
fun?
on.
No, I'm just saying though. Like,
Young man.
you could, because you could have your days in the sense where it's like,
That's
okay,
true,
maybe I want
yeah.
something young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
No,
I
young-
would say both. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No.
It's like you get it.
Because I want to experience
Dude.
both.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
Okay.
like the older man probably has more experience to
Yeah.
show me like what fun is.
Yeah, yeah.
But then
The younger man.
the younger man, maybe we can just explore it together to have fun.
Oh shit. Oh
Okay.
shit.
We're
Okay.
just probably gonna teach each other, or maybe I will teach him. I'm just kidding.
Probably. Do you have a preference on like what you're into? Not age-wise, like...
Men.
Looks?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
something?
looks.
Yeah, we can
looks,
say
looks.
looks. Like somebody tall, short.
As long as he has the big hands.
Oh wow.
Big hand.
Big hands.
Big head.
Look at
Hey,
his hands.
show your hands. Why the hands matter? Why do the hands matter?
I like big hands. That's all. You asked for my preference.
Yeah, that's
right?
true, dude.
Oh,
Yes.
What is the youngest you ever hooked up with? You don't have to answer. We could cut this. We could cut
We
this.
could cut it, yeah, we could cut it.
Uh,
But then also...
You want to run? You don't have to answer.
26.
Okay.
But I was younger that time.
That's what I was gonna say that too. If she was younger, you know,
Yeah.
Okay.
last
So-
year, I don't know.
Not last year. I was in my 30s, mid 30s.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Oldest.
The oldest?
Mhm. Oh,
Holy shit.
He probably lied. But he said it was only 45. No, 45.
how old did you think he was?
Huh?
How old do you think he was?
50.
How old were you?
30 something. Something also.
Something.
Something else.
What's the something?
There's always a
Something.
something.
30 something. What's the something? 30. 30 also.
Do you prefer a guy to be passive to approach you or like more aggressive?
Aggressive.
Yeah.
You like to somebody take control, like for sure. Like
Because he has to be aggressive and can keep up with me because I'm also something else. I'm just kidding.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
You can't be too slow. I'll get bored with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
But do you like a guy who kind of like sugarcoats or like straight to the point? Like,
Straight to the point.
Yeah. I want this. Whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
but so you like a guy who's really but I'm not talking about honesty where it's like they kind of beat around the bush but they say it. But I'm talking about a guy to really like, okay, like
Yes.
this is what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
You prefer that?
Yes.
Okay. No,
And,
like,
like-
no, like catch, like, oh, like,
No.
no.
Literally tell me straight up, what do you want?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you now like, you know, that you had an ex. Do you prefer? Do you want to be in a relationship? Do you see yourself going into a new relationship anytime soon?
No.
Okay.
I maybe I'm not saying that I'm gonna, if I see someone or someone that will interest me and I think, you know, like
Yeah.
we have a good
Like your
chemistry or
mindset could
something.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, it would change, but for now I'm not gonna go out there and like put myself to like, that's why I don't have, they were like, why you didn't have a dating app, or why don't you download a dating app?
Because that's not what you're looking
I
for.
was like, I'm not really looking for that right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy with my relationship with my kids right now. I'm spending so much time with them and I'm happy because they grow up so fast.
Yeah.
And then they don't want to spend time with me anymore because they want to spend time with their new life, with new girlfriend, boyfriend,
friends.
whatever they're gonna have.
Yeah.
It's true, that's the real life.
Yeah, they're getting older.
So I'm taking advantage of that right now, that they still want to hang out with me all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow.
Not saying it'll happen. I'm not trying to like say anything bad, but
Yeah.
would you be fine if you never find somebody?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm very extra. I know I'll find someone.
So
I'll make someone like me. I'll be like, you have to like me now.
Hey, he said,
Yeah. Hey man.
I'll make someone like, I'll be like, you better like me now. You have no choice. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
wow.
Because I'm also like that. He's
yeah.
like, ha, okay. I'll take
Okay.
notes.
I'm taking notes.
you gotta be aggressive, man.
Man, you gotta be aggressive, man. She's something else, man.
But I want you to be aggressive, but I want you to be romantic too, because I am hopelessly
Okay.
romantic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I love flowers.
Wait, do you believe in true love?
I do, actually. I actually had that.
I was gonna
I
say, have
thought-
you experienced it already?
With
You
my
feel like
ex-husband, yes. I really thought, like, he's probably, yeah. I really thought, like, during that time, I love this man so much. Like,
Yeah.
just thinking of, like, not growing old with him kills me. But then, yeah,
life goes on.
shit happens, you know?
So I know you're very like, you're good with your money. You're very on your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need a man if you're trying to marry
No.
someone? No. She already knew what I was gonna say.
Okay, how about this though?
I'm very independent. Like,
You're very independent. Would you ever change your ways for the man of your dreams though?
like what kind of ways you're talking about?
So in the sense of like, let's just say people call it traditional women that stay home, you know, and the men is the breadwinner, right?
Yes.
So let's just say it's the man. I'm talking about like the man of your dreams, like for sure the rest of your life with this man. Would you be willing to change your ways in the sense of he's like, hey, I want you to be home, stay home, and I'm the breadwinner.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I thought you were gonna be like, no, like I'm very independent.
That's
me-
what I
me-
No,
thought.
but he has to have, like, a good reason too why he wants me to stay home.
Yeah.
If he's
Okay.
gonna be out there working and then I'm just gonna stay home and then we don't have little kids, like,
Yeah.
what would be the point? Like, I want to be out there to help you out. So if you want to take a vacation too, you can, because it's not just one income. Two income is always better than one. Like,
For sure,
why?
yeah.
Why make your man suffer for just like, yeah, pay for everything and everything. But then I also hear this from men, like, oh yeah, I wanna take a day off, or I wanna take a vacation, but I couldn't afford to because it's me only that's paying for everything. So it's also I also don't want my man to feel like that. I want him to be like, yeah, you can take a month off because I got this. Like I'm
But-
working.
What if he was the stay-at-home kind of guy? You
What if
made
he-
all the money, and he was content being at home, not a bum, but he had no ambitions to keep progressing. You'd be fine with that?
I do actually.
Oh, wow.
I actually do. We work things together because it's not like if I will accept how he is as long as he's not just like lazy. I come home and
Yeah.
he is on his video games or something. Oh, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But even if he's home, but he tried to support me and help me with everything that he could, why not? Because why like men do that to women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they stay home and the women support the husband pretty much, like taking care of everything in the house. That's a big help already.
Traditional woman.
Yes, he doesn't have to go out there and work so hard and all that to help me. He can just help me with a lot of things, not like being in the house and taking care of a lot of things to make my life easier too. As long as we help each other to make our lives easier, yeah, why
Like
not?
50-50 type deal.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Would you want him to be like more masculine, more like some women like feminine dudes for some reason?
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's true.
What kind of guy would you?
Well, I am very masculine too, so
So would you mind if he was a little more like?
yeah, no, I don't.
Wow.
I don't. As long as he's a big help also in
What
some
about
ways.
like he's a big help for you, but he's a very soft-spoken man in the sense of, God forbid, but you go out with your husband or your boyfriend, whatever.
Trust me, I'll turn
Yeah.
him into a... I'm just kidding.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
All right.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I need another question.
Oh, shit.
One night stand, let me ask.
Oh,
That was one of my list actually. Like I always want... You know how they were like, oh, what's your fantasies? Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, so like, like every single person has their fantasies, right? Like their sex fantasy or
Yeah.
whatever fantasy they have. So one of my like sex fantasy was to have a one night stand.
Did it come
You
true?
never had a one night stand?
I did. I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. No, I
Cut it out.
no. So that's one of like on my list before.
So every dude you hooked up with, you've been with. We
No.
could safely say. Well, so, or I'm not you've been with, but you've hooked up more than once type deal in the sense of like it's never been like one and done. That's it.
Like relationship
No,
stuff?
no. I had a one night stand.
Oh,
already.
so you did. Okay.
I
okay.
did.
Yeah.
But like in the past, it was so hard for me to do it. I was so scared. Like, well, mind you, like I was married forever.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
didn't really have like a lot of like experience like when it comes to men like that. So when I actually got separated with my ex-husband, that's when I started like, you know what? Okay. I didn't even watch porn when the whole time, like when I was with my ex-husband. Like he was very conservative.
Yeah.
And me too, growing up in the village, like, very like conservative also. Like I don't even know how to cuss like before. Like I'm like, oh my God, why she's cussing? Like,
Yeah.
I was a good girl. I'm just kidding. I'm still a good girl. Why would you make that sound again?
I'm just listening.
He looked at it like, yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
right. I was actually a good girl.
So, you being independent, I mean, from what you've told me, I would consider you, but you consider yourself, what is
High-valued
a
woman?
high value woman, correct?
Yes.
So, in your defense, what is a high value woman?
Well, when you know how
What
to,
is your definition of it? Yeah.
well, when you are actually like independent with a lot of things, like
Yeah.
financially, you're stable, and that you don't need pretty much a man to like come into your life to take care of.
Take care of everything you
Yes.
want. Yeah.
Yes.
How do you feel
Beca-
about women that think like that though nowadays? In the sense of like, oh, men have to do everything for me. I don't have to bring nothing to the table.
Well, yeah, I think that kind of thinking is really wrong. Because like my dad always said growing up, God gives you two hands just like how the God gave the man two hands, so you can just also do things like what man can do.
Yeah.
So like me growing up, that's how I always have in my head. So even when I got separated with my ex-husband, I told him, I was like, you can have everything, just give me my kids. You don't have to pay me child support. I'll just have my kids.
Yeah.
And I can do this because God gave me two hands.
So you're gonna handle business.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's gangster.
I know I still respect some women that's how they want to think. I respect everyone's how they think about how they want to think
Like,
about things.
Their opinion about it. Yeah.
Yes, but me, I always like I have two girls, and I tell them the same thing. Don't depend on man. Don't think that the man is like the ATM for your life.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
because I always tell him just the same how my dad always tell me, like, you don't want to be in a situation that you're stuck with someone, and just because you're so dependent to that person, like, say for instance, you're stuck, even though your boyfriend or your husband, your partner, is not treating you right anymore, or but then you can't really do anything because you are not independent. Like you
Yeah,
need this
you have
man
to
in your
rely on
life.
him, yeah.
Like you need, like you can't survive without him pretty much. Like, because that's how you think all the time, that no, I need him to provide for me or to do this for me. Like,
And,
No.
and what's your opinion on like with the whole, like, so right now all this talk about like women being more independent, not really like kind of like, I'm not saying they are not all women, but there's women out there like belittle men, be like, I don't need a man like that. They're not gonna give me nothing. You know what I mean? Like, but how do you feel about the men that's actually like the people that call him like, oh man, that guy's he's doing wrong because he wants to be more masculine, basically in the sense of like
Toxic
yeah,
masculinity?
or what do they? Yeah, toxic masculinity they call it. Like the man that's really like, okay, hey, you're gonna listen to what I say, you're gonna do what I do, in the not bossy, but more of a man way. Like, you're my wife, I'm more traditional.
He wants his woman to be traditional.
Exactly. Like, how do you feel? Like, what's your opinion on men that think like that? Like, do you think it's toxic masculinity?
yes, because if the man also truly loves you, he will also respect your opinion and
Yeah.
like the way how you are. And if he doesn't like the way how you wanted to do things, and he has his own, because I'm the man, I want you to do this or something, well, I don't think he truly really loves you, because he has to, like, you guys have to meet in the middle at least. Like the respect, like you still have to respect me, that this is, you meet me, I am already like this, so you have to like respect that.
For the people watching, what is your ideal date for the next guy who's trying to ask you out?
Oh shit.
You have to have a good heart.
No, like what he
No, honestly, like you can be, I'm not really judging with looks and anything. What I actually see is that you have to have a beauty inside.
Okay.
Because I actually dated already someone that, I mean, not dated, but talking to someone, and I thought he is really beautiful and he's very smart, but then he doesn't have like a good heart for people.
Okay.
So like you have to be like,
A gold-hearted person,
yes,
somebody that like
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
Like
have,
very positive person, like
yes,
sees
and
the
also
cup
like
half
that.
full.
Don't be selfish at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really looking, I don't really like that. A lot of people probably think, oh yeah, she probably likes like a handsome man or something, like that. No, like I actually look for the beauty inside, not the
Yeah.
outside.
Okay.
I want to ask one question actually.
Go ahead, bro.
Is your standards, I know you say you don't care for looks, but to an extent, are your standards very different from men you want to date in the sense of looks versus men that, okay, like,
I want to hook
have
up.
fun? Yeah.
I want to hook up with a cute
The
one.
handsome
Oh,
man.
for sure. Okay.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
So
Why would you hook up with
look-wise-
someone busted, bro?
No, I'm just saying because when you hook up versus like when you date somebody, it's very different. I feel like, at least my opinion, like I feel like your standards are very different.
No,
Well, yeah,
I
but-
will
Like they
date
could-
someone that I wouldn't look at his looks. Like I don't
Yeah.
really like.
Like you said, their heart, you care about their
Yes.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah, so I will date you even though like you're not always like Brad Pitt looking or something, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, no, I will date you, and I know I will fall for you if I see the beauty inside of you.
Okay.
So yeah.
Do you see yourself going back into a long-term relationship? I know you say you didn't, but if you were to make a guess, how long until you think you would find another long-term?
Maybe I actually don't have the answer for that.
Yeah. I was
The
just curious.
exact
Like some people
answer?
would be like, I could see myself getting with
Yeah,
somebody.
because
you know what I mean?
I'm not, because my door is not closed.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's open. It could happen tomorrow or next
That's
week
true.
or next month.
Right now.
You know, like right now. He just blinked.
I love it, man. I love it. Okay.
So you answered it, but you didn't really answer it. The ideal date. What would you want a guy to take you? You know, if he's like, hey, like, come out with me, do something. What would you want him to do? Take you out with?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like a date? Yeah, like, oh, let
Where'd
me
you
take
wanna
you.
go? Like, what's your like?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
nature. Take me to the beach or
Go
something.
hiking. Go do something like that.
Not hiking.
Not hiking. To the
My ass is too heavy to walk around. I'm just kidding. No, it's like, oh.
Cut this. Let me.
I'm just kidding. Got it. I'm
The
sorry.
beach, huh?
No. I'm a cheap date too. Like, you
Yeah.
just see, like, I'm posting all this fancy and all that. I go out.
I know. I was like, she's bougie with it.
No,
The
I'm
beach.
actually. I grew up in the jungle. Where there's no bouginess with me. It's just, you can literally put me anywhere and I'll survive.
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah,
Said it,
like,
man.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
if you. That's why I always say, like being here is already like a big luxury for me.
That's cool.
No, it's true.
A lot
Like,
of
this
people
is
don't say
already.
that.
No, it's. When they said like you will never be a millionaire. I was like, I am already. I am already a millionaire compared to
Damn.
all the people back home.
That's deep.
Like, I am. Like,
You're not gonna tell me otherwise. I did
like
what I need. Yeah.
if I'm still in the village right now, like having 10 kids with my boobs all the way to my knee, like, yeah, no, that's sad. But I'm here, so I am a millionaire. I feel like a millionaire being here already.
That's
Damn.
badass as shit.
More people need like a mindset like that.
Yeah, I think humbly, more humbly.
It makes me mad when people are like, oh, I'm broke, I'm poor, like this sucks, and
then
it's
you have
like
people,
people are really suffering out there.
Yes,
You know.
no, it's true. They didn't really see what real poor is,
Exactly.
So I experience it, so I know that right now my life is really like rich compared to my life
Yeah.
before. So
Yeah.
that's how the way how you think about it, like. And I tell my kids too, because I always talk to them about. That's why my kids are very humble. Also, to be honest, they're very humble kids. I always tell them every time they said, "Oh, my life is hard." I was like, every time you think that your life is hard, think about those people just back home in my country that actually go to bed without dinner.
Yeah. Damn.
Like I experienced that many times.
Yeah.
We go to bed like with no dinner. It's not that my dad's fault or anything. It's just there's no source of income back home. And especially when there's typhoons, so we can't really eat.
I know we said we're gonna end it, but I'm gonna end it with this one for sure.
Go ahead, bro.
What is one thing you want to do for your village that you have planned for, or that you? Yeah.
Putting that playground for the kids, a proper park playground for the kids that they
Yeah.
can have like slides or swing or something, because we don't have that still back home. We don't have that. And I bought a big land and I'm planning to build a nice park over there.
That's badass.
That can
Okay.
kids can actually
cool.
play.
Yeah.
You know what brought me this one actually, because there's like an accident 2016. One of my niece they were playing in the village, like in the jungle pretty much, but then they were playing like a rope something, and then she accidentally hung herself.
Oh,
my
shit.
goodness.
Yeah,
I'm
so it was
sorry
very
to hear
sad.
that.
So I was like, next time, because they were just playing, and because there's no really playground over there, the jungle is your playground. Like
Yeah.
me growing up, the jungle is our playground. So yeah, she accidentally did that.
Damn.
So that's why it was in my head. I was like, once I have enough money, I will build that nice park
Yeah.
back home.
Safe, legitimate.
Dude, I'm
Yes,
so
so kids can-
I'm really happy for you. I really hope
Thank
you
you.
continue this, and it's a very beautiful story. Like,
Thank you.
that's so badass. You
have such a big heart.
Yeah, like
Such
God
a
bless you. Like, that's
Very
so badass.
successful mail order bride. Story.
I gotta get one.
But I thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for giving us your time to do this. And like I said, I hope you have nothing but success in your future.
Thank you.
And so thank you for coming out here for real.
No, thank you for having me. I feel
course.
special.
No,
You are.
should. Yeah, this is your episode. Might be our show, but it's your episode.
Oh,
Was
thank
that from
you.
Justin? Man, man.
Hey,
It was one of the judge. It was one of the judge shows. What was it, Judge Judy? Where that dude
Hey.
goes, "It might be your show, but it's my episode."
All he
Man,
says,
you remember? If I
you know
show
what?
him, bro.
Shout out to Justin, bro.
Justin.
all Justin said was like, huh?
Nah, I'm right here being supportive.
And his
you
hand be
go.
like, let me see my hand.
Big hands.
He's got big
Big
hands.
hands.
Big hands.
He's got big hands.
What you like?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna cut right
All
here.
right. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate
But thank
it.
you guys so much for
Yes.
tuning in. please check out our girl Annabelle. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Let them know where they could check out when you do
Yeah.
your charity thing. Is it gonna be like in your Instagram? Like
Yes,
you'll, like
I actually do the GoFundMe only every Christmas. So
okay.
I will do
And
that
what can they
at
expect
Christmas
that by?
again.
By
Yes.
you said
Around
by
November.
November. Okay,
Yes.
so look out for that, guys. Man, we're gonna leak all her stuff on the
Yeah,
bottom.
I'll put your tags and all that.
Yeah,
slick
go
shit.
check her out. Go help her out, man. Like, spread that love. You know, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like again, thank you for coming out. So
Thanks so
badass.
much.
But we're gonna leave all their stuff at the bottom. Hope you guys liked and enjoyed. Like I said, leave a comment if you maybe you guys could be sitting here with us.
And share it.
And you
leave a
could share your
comment.
life story.
My story.
They're like,
Next.
send me the
Exactly.
link of that mail order bride.
Oh yeah, we're gonna leave that down on
We're
the
gonna
screen.
put that link down below.
Man, use code Cyrus to get a 10% off.
All right.
Well, I
we're
thank you guys for
done.
watching. You guys have a great one. Please like, subscribe, and share it. Shout out,
Got
girl.
the phone,
We out.